Now, lifeguarding, a lot of lifeguards compete, the Taplin, pier swims or anything. Were you ever involved in any of that?
We were parts of the lifeguard competition, but we would be a part of a swimming relay or a part of
a team.
The running relays.
I tried the dory a couple times
And
in
how was
competition. It was disastrous.
Hey, you tried. I give you all the credit. I tried, but not. I just rode it around the harbor a few times. I didn't get it out in the surf.
This is at the surf
I give you
festival.
all
I
the
did it
credit
one
in the
time,
world.
and I learned my lesson.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we both competed in that dory races and relay type things. So, yeah, we did that.
Now, I know that the dory races were held at San Clemente going back into the mid, maybe even earlier 60s. Used to go down all the time. The Ocean Festival was started in 1978, but in between there, do you recall any other competitions? Steve Bro said they used to have an annual pier swim around Fiesta time.
Well, we'd have a pier swim, and we would have some competition with state park guards.
Yeah,
so we would do a swim around Seal Rock
and
to
the pier.
Okay.
To the pier, and
We never did that.
yeah.
Interesting. Now, did you guys ever
Steve
have...
Lashbrook was always our ringer.
Yeah, Steve was.
Steve
he
was
was continued after you'd left as well.
Yeah, he was our ringer. He was the good ocean swimmer.
Yeah, he was. Now, every year you had to requalify.
Oh, yes.
And I can remember at the end of course, you said you got you through school. Same with me. And school would end, and of course I hadn't been working out,
and you had to requalify.
And then you have to go in and requalify. And you remember any of your recalls? And
My worst recall was I was finishing up college at Azusa Pacific. Hadn't swum much. I did swim a little to get in shape to do the requal, and I said, I'm going to requalify the first day I can. And that was like February 1st. All right. So I went down February 1st, and there used to be a guy named Colonel Banks. I don't know if you remember that name.
Very familiar.
And the colonel had just finished his morning swim, and I'm going, well, I can do it then if he can do it.
If he can, yeah.
And I got greased up, and I went, and the water's 50.8. And it was like hitting a wall. And I swam, I did it, and I did qualify. But I got out, and I proceeded to throw up and go to the showers and stayed 45 minutes under a hot shower.
It was probably a cold shower, but you thought it was hot.
It felt hot, yeah.
Just.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really sick.
How about you, Bruce?
Nothing as dramatic, but I was always watch the tides because you had to do it at a one tide or better to qualify. So I always chose a 1.2 tide.
There's a thinking man there, yeah. You didn't go on a 6.5 high.
But mine wasn't as cold, but I think it was a early March qualification that I did, and it was 56 something, 56.5. But I got out of that after qualifying, and I was so cold that I literally had to sit in I think it was cold shower for about 30 minutes and then increase the temperatures. And so that was the most miserable part, I think, of lifeguarding was the qualification.
But they should keep it like that,
I think so too.